Everyone knows Mariah Carey can sing, but did you know at one point, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, she had the largest vocal range in the world, from an A2 to a G7 sharp, and recorded the highest note ever hit by a human, also a G7 sharp, in her live rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at the 2003 Super Bowl. You are now rocking with the Boombox. This is You Think You Know R&B, the Mariah Carey edition. Mariah's big break is a true Cinderella tale. In 1988, then Sony Music exec Tommy Mottola heard her demo at a party. He was so impressed, he rushed back to the event to try and find her, only to find she had already left. It was several weeks before he was finally able to relocate and sign her to his label, and a legend and a tumultuous marriage was born. In 1993, she would go on to marry the man who discovered her, Tommy Mottola, in a star-studded affair. Eventually, the marriage took a turn for the worst, as she began to feel trapped and stifled, a subject she would address in her hit single, Honey. Mariah, a Long Island native, moved to the big city to study cosmetology after high school. She never graduated, however, but she keeps a working salon in her Tribeca home. Mariah attended Harbor Fields High School in Green Lawn, New York, where she was nicknamed Mirage by her friends, as she often cut class. Her mixed-race heritage was a major factor growing up, saying she often felt as though she was an outcast. Her late father is an African-American and Venezuelan. Her mother is Irish. But it's a little bit more than the luck of the Irish Mariah gets from her mom. It's also likely that she gets her astounding vocal range from her as well, as she is both an opera singer and a vocal coach. In fact, Mariah's mom, Patricia, prepared her daughter for stardom from birth, naming her Mariah after the song They Call the Wind Mariah from the 1960s musical Paint Your Wagon. She omitted a middle name, however, believing that Mariah Carey had potential to be a great stage name, just as it was. Mariah cannot read sheet music and creates all of her music instinctively. Along with Whitney Houston, she made the Melsma vocal style popular, a trend that would heavily influence singers such as Beyoncé and Christina Aguilera, both of whom cited Mariah as a major influence. Mariah is a huge Marilyn Monroe fan. She went so far as to pay $600,000 for Marilyn's white baby grand piano, which she of course allows no one to play, and named one of her two twins Monroe after the late bombshell. Her other child, the twin boy, is named Moroccan after Morocco, where Nick Cannon proposed to her. Her twins, nicknamed them babies, aren't Mariah's only babies, however. She also has a Jack Russell Terrier, aptly named Jack, who has co-starred in several of her music videos. Of her endless distinctions, one of the most impressive was also one of her first. Her 1995 duet with Boyz II Men, One Sweet Day, went on to sit at #1 on the Billboard Top 100 for 16 weeks, a record that still remains untouched to this day.